won the man of the match after the game. He could barely hold back his tears. With little or no hope left for Croatia to qualify. Kudos and credit to the career that man.
Italy have a mixture of ages. The same thing with Croatia. They might not be as strong in the tournament, but they're not far from it. Sometimes some teams go through this patch completely starting all over again. But with Italy, they have a mixture of people at the end of their career and people who are almost hitting their prime. Same thing with Croatia. Like I said, this is time for him to take over in that midfield from Modric. And he's not a bad player. He's been doing bits for the nation and for Man City. And not like playing for Man City for this is second season. So I'm sure technically his ability has gone up as well. So for me, Transit TV, welcome back again to our Studio Euro 2024 studios. We just watched a very exciting and intriguing game now, just to this afternoon for us here in the United States. I know it's night in Europe. Italy somehow made it to the last 16, and huge heartbreak for the Croatians, who led for most part in that game, but somehow the last kick of the game that mattered, according to Peter Drury, Italy somehow snatched a draw that has confirmed them to the last 16. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Reggie. It's nice to be back on Transit TV as we continue our coverage of the Euros and Copa America. It's been a wonderful feast of football so far.
Yes. I'm going to start this one with Peter Drury. He always drops these lines, man. He says, after the game, he said, this game, it always tears you up when you think you have seen it all. Drama and trauma in equal measures. That's exactly what that goal by Zani for Italy meant for both Croatians and the Italians. There was let's start this one talking about Luka Modric. I know he's a player both of us really admire, not just because of his technical prowess, but the way he conducts himself as a person, as a professional, as a leader. I don't know, this one today he was almost like the star of the show, was going to steal this one for Croatia, but somehow we saw how it ended. And what have you been about, his career, both for, especially for this Croatian national team? And what do you think is going to, what next for Croatia after what looks like is going to be his final international tournament?
Yeah, there's a reason certain players are who they are. Modric has been in the conversation for Ballon d'Or in the past, and there's a reason for it. I think he's just an incredible player, not just the ability. Yeah, some people have the ability to play, while some have that extra sprinkling of star quality, both mentally, physically, and any way you should choose to look at it. Yeah, so that's what Modric, brought to the table or has brought to the table so far, both for club and country. You get the same output each game, the same technical ability. People complete passes in spite of all odds, score important goals when it matters most, like today at his age. So I think it was a big and sad bow for him. You could see he won the man of the match after the game. He could barely hold back his tears, with little or no hope left for Croatia to qualify. Kudos and credit to the career that man has made for himself. As for the Croatian team, I think the ship has sailed for the golden generation. Good thing that they...
I'm going to go to that, yeah.
Yeah, good thing. I think they won a tournament, right? Did they win the Euro?
No, they went to the finals, if you remember.
No, they got to the finals, and they got to the finals of the World Cup as well, I believe. Yeah, so they've really achieved. They've done, what they could do with that generation, and with the same coach for so many years. So I think now it's
2016 or
time.
so.
Yes. So
Awesome.
now I think it's time for them to recalibrate and start again and see where they go. Main thing is to have a conduit of talent, younger talent coming up. Yeah, I'm not sure they do. I'm not sure they have that. If they do, then good for them.
Yeah, just to reiterate what you just said, Modric, I was watching him in this game. The level of intelligence and understanding of the game that he has, like he moves from different part of the pitch to the other, from one end to the other. But Croatia hardly makes 4 passes without him touching the ball. The ball is on that side. You see him go this side. Somehow that ball still finds itself to him. He's just the consider of that national team. And this is exactly the same thing he does for Real Madrid. I remember when Casemiro went to United, I was telling some fans of United that Casemiro, as good as he is, but he will not find the level of intelligence in terms of the midfield partnership in people like Modric, because they understand how to move. When you go, they cover you. The guy, I was watching him today, I'm like, what a player, what a man. Because in that midfield, 1 minute is in the defensive position, the next minute is the attacking position. Like the goal that he scored. How did he even find himself there?
Yeah.
And the commentator said,
I know.
Ramana made that save. He was the only one that followed the ball.
Yes.
So he really tells so much about his abilities and his reading of the game. And I hope that even if he retires, people like him are the people that we need in this sport continue to groom players. And as for the national team, I think they are lucky. They have a mixture of this is a good generation for them. But I think they have a mixture of players too who are not really at the end of their career, who are in their 20s, 27, 26. People like Kovacic and so a few of them. So they can still, have a formidable team. My fear is that naturally, this coach, if they don't fire him, he will have to resign because he has done his bid. Somebody else will take over from now, and that will not determine what happens to them, because if they don't have the same quality of coaching, and probably they will naturally go down, and most teams do before they come up again. We'll see what happens for them. But let's go to Italy. This is the third game for this team in this tournament, and Spalletti this is the different Italian national team called the way they play. They are so loyal to what we call tiki-taka. And even at the time of this play, when they were losing, they were still loyal to that style of play. The coach made substitutions, 2 big strikers. I thought they were going to start going long, but they still kept the ball on the floor, and which eventually, got them the goal. I don't know what have you made about this international team in this tournament.
The Spanish team?
Italian.
Oh man, Spalletti is an underrated coach even till now. I think he's a brilliant coach. I was looking at it and I was like, Italy went to this tournament with a team that I would say is under strength. It's not a typical Italian team. I think they are currently in transition of discovering young, viable talent, right, for Italy. So they are suffering for it. The forward line isn't strong. Midfield is perhaps a bit strong. Defense is strong. Their forward line isn't so good. Their attacking mid is not so good. But their strength lies in their teamwork and their technical ability the technical and tactical ability and organization. So, that's what they brought to be. They kept going. I rate their center back, their left-footed center back. I like him. I've forgotten his name.
Is it Bastoni?
No, not Bastoni. His partner that has long hair.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I've forgotten his name. I hear both United are after him, United, Liverpool, and even Tottenham after him. He laid that ball that they used to equalize.
Yeah, he made that one. I remember, yes. Yeah,
Yeah, he reminds me of
Go ahead.
Yeah, he reminds me of Fernando Redondo, the way he plays. He has really good ball skills, able to keep the ball on the floor, passes and moves. So why I brought him up is they are currently scarce on the world-beating talent right now. It's just their sheer once they come to a tournament, their mentality is to win and win, do whatever it costs to progress. And that's what's going to lead them so far in the tournament.
Yeah, the guy's name is Calafiori.
Calafiori, yeah, Calafiori. That's right.
Yeah, what has surprised me most about Italy is the style of play, their philosophy. They have kept this ball on the floor, regardless of what is going on, and they have managed to, kind of develop it. And like you said, they're in transition. Maybe that will be the Italian talent that we're going to see going forward. Maybe the new generation will imbibe this. With players like Jorginho, who are experts in that, I think they have been able to translate. Because I was watching it and I was like, naturally, if extra time, 8 minutes was put, 4 minutes gone, you have two big strikers. And the natural thing to do was going to be dumping long balls into the box. But no, they didn't do it. They kept doing what they were doing, and eventually got them that goal. So I think they are in a good place. And having survived this scare today, I won't be surprised if they go all the way. I won't be surprised at all because
Italy?
Yes.
I'll be surprised. I don't think they'll go past Switzerland. They play Switzerland next.
I know he likes Switzerland. I know he likes Switzerland, but this Switzerland team. I probably agree with you, but this is football because what Italy has going for them, maybe you're right, is Switzerland has it. The teamwork,
thank you. That's the point is that Switzerland actually reminds me of Italy.
Yes.
In the way they play tournaments. I mean, this particular Switzerland team, I'm not talking about Switzerland all the time.
Yeah,
this is their team this year. What you're saying. You saw what they did against Germany. Those guys are not, they're
not smiling at all. Yeah, that's true though. But it's football. anything can happen because Switzerland too, they don't score too many goals. So and they can't count Italy out in any game as long as they're not leading them by 2 or 3 goals. So anything could happen. And this and having said that, for me so far from what we have seen, though we are still going to see a lot of games, it's only Spain that has stood out from the rest. Germany, kind of, but France, England,
Portugal,
maybe because people they have played against. I don't see it's just Spain and maybe Germany. The rest is almost at the same level. So that's why I said I won't be surprised if it goes all the way.
It's incredible that Spain, they've used every member of their squad apart from the third goalkeeper. Crazy stuff. Man, they've used every single member of their squad,
and to keep them fresh. Those players who will benefit this team now is their clubs because they go back to their clubs, not too stressed because they didn't play a lot of 90 minutes during the tournament, which is a very, very good thing too. I thank you for mentioning that. I didn't know that. Everybody has played.
Everybody has played. They started 10. They made 10 changes for today's game.
Wow. Wow.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, it was a very, very intriguing game today. Very, very intriguing game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute. I was at the airport. Remember, I just came in from Houston. So I just landed at Chicago airport and turned on, used my phone and I watched, and it wasn't waiting for my bag for almost 30 minutes. I didn't even feel it because I was enjoying the game. Then get on the taxi. Had time as well to watch it through. They just served us some very sumptuous game today. And like you mentioned, these two teams are almost going to transition. And it's a very massive stuff to go through for team, both as club and as nations. But from a personal point of view, I don't think I feel or I believe that both of them are not in a bad place. Italy have a mixture of ages. The same thing with Croatia. They might not be as strong in the tournament, but they're not far from it. Sometimes some teams go through this patch completely starting all over again. But with Italy, they have a mixture of mixture of people at the end of their career and people who are almost hitting their prime. Same thing with Croatia. Like I said, this is time for him to take over in that midfield from Modric. And he's not a bad player. He's been doing bits for the nation and for Man City. And now like playing for Man City for this is the second season. So I'm sure technically his ability has gone up as well. So for me, these two teams are still going to be relevant by next tournament. I don't know what you think about that.
Croatia and
Italy. I don't think. I believe their transition is not going to affect them that much.
I think Croatia will go down from this point. Well, that's just my opinion. I don't think Kovacic is enough. I don't know. With Kovacic is not even comparable to Modric.
No, we are close. No, we are close.
Yeah,
we are close. They're different type of
Kovacic doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't dominate games.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a leader actually. Yeah.
Yes. So without that Modric there and the likes of Perisic and who else there was, even they already even this tournament they already started missing Mandzukic.
Yes.
Mandzukic, nobody to.
I remember the last tournament. Yes, it was massive for them. It was massive for them.
So you can imagine where. For me, I'll be very surprised if they qualify for the next major tournament. You know, they have Gvardiol, their guy that plays for City. Again, I've seen him in this tournament. When they play in these clubs, they look like they are, but when in isolation in their national teams.
In fact, if I didn't know, I had to look at him 2 times to remember that this is this guy now. Yeah, there's really nothing special. Yes,
that's right.
I understand what you're saying.
But on the other hand, Italy, I agree with you. I think on the other hand, Italy will grow stronger and stronger from here. You know,
well, one thing I think I believe that will affect Croatia most is if they change their coach, and I believe that they need to change their coach. They need to change him. So bringing a new coach will either bring in a new way and elevate them, or they will struggle to adapt to the new regime, and eventually it will affect them, considering that they're going through the transition as well with the players. Because if you have a certain generation that is ready to go and a new coach comes in, it's different. But when you are bringing a new coach and going to a new group of players, it becomes a little bit more tasking. But we'll see, like let's say football, like I said, I told before we started, that Doris said when you think you have seen it all, it tears you up, drama and trauma.
I just want to say something about that. We call it the beautiful game. Football cannot be scripted. I mean, if you were to write novels, there are things you just cannot write that happens. Like today's game,
Honestly.
I saw Modric grab his shirt and put in his mouth. He was so nervous. The final attack by Italy, just as they were building that attack, Modric put his shirt in his mouth.
Because he knows.
So scared. This is like, man. And right few seconds after that.
Because he knows that he has been in teams where they did that. So you can't count anybody out. It's just like you said, it's just a beautiful game. Football, no, you can. I don't know how. I can't love any other sport more than football. But it's not possible.
It's crazy.
It's honestly not possible. Playing it, watching it, it has
the level of drama is incredible.
Okay, I don't know if you guys watch this game. Let us know what you think. Do you think Italy, having survived today, is going to go all the way, or anything you think they can go past Switzerland, or Switzerland will then be too strong for Italy? And again, continue to ask, who do you think is going to win these Euros? I know Spain has won their 3 games. Sometimes the group stages don't really count. You remember the last time Italy won this tournament last time for the final as best losers. And they went all the way to win it. So that Spain has won their 3 games doesn't mean that they're going to win the tournament, but they are huge favorites, of course, because the quality that they have and the way they have been playing. But there are still other teams out there, and you never can say. Italy, like I said, for me, I believe they will go all the way. I know Boom has his stuff for Switzerland, and he's stuck with it. Well, let's see what happens, and we'll see you again tomorrow. The team is sitting up. Stay with Transit TV. Let us know your views and your opinion on these games and what you think about these two teams, these two national teams, Italy and Croatia, going forward. What next for them with the large number of their players? Probably this being the last tournament they're going to play for the national team, and maybe Croatia changing their coach as well. Do you think by 4 years from now, they are still going to be a force to be reckoned with? Ugum, anything to add before we go?
No, looking forward to England. Harry Kane has said to Gary Lineker, you know what it means to wear this shirt. You've been in this position before, but you didn't win anything. So let's see. It's easy for you to come and criticize. When you had your chance, you did not win anything. Exactly. I found out that quite funny. But let's see how England plays tomorrow. We look forward to the Portugal games, England. Let's see, see how it plays out.
Okay, guys. Bye for now, and we'll see you again. Ciao.